some work to do. Down 11 at halftime. They've got 20 minutes of basketball left in them, trying to keep that 5-game winning streak alive. It's been an impressive win streak. It's taken them to new heights in the University Athletic Association. They are 3rd in the conference right now, behind WashU, who's undefeated at 9-0, and Emory, who will be here on Sunday. The Eagles are 7-2. Backdoor cut. Jacob Wittig scores again. Coach McGinnis said, we've got nobody that can stay in front of Wittig. He told me that at halftime. And that dilemma continues as they open up the second half.
Nifty little pass right there from the big guy, Urban, and Wittig has really made a name for himself here tonight.
Fouls on Jacob Urban, that's his 3rd. And that will bring quickly off the bench Ryan Algier.
And in all honesty, Ron, that's probably not good news for the Spartans, because remember when Algier defensively came into the game, TJ slowed down a little bit. Now he scores there with a right hand, but I mean really that changed things defensively.
I agree. I asked actually Coach McGinnis that exact question as Algier goes to the basket strong, and Todd said, you know, Algier's length is certainly bothering TJ, but he should be able to go through Algier because of his strength and weight. Duckett now has it, kicks it out. Hansen will shoot the 3, and Sam hits the outside shot.
Well, and that's another way that TJ now in his senior year can influence the game. He has become a much better passer, and he alone can open up a lot of shots for perimeter shooters because of his post presence.
Mangan with a fadeaway shot against Michael Volkening. Shooting percentage-wise, as you would expect, Rochester did very well in the opening half. Case struggled. Clamage knocked the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, the shooting percentage gap was only 44 to 38%, but even 5 or 6 percentage points can really have a big impact on the scoreboard.
Hollis to Duckett against Algier. Ball stolen by Clamage. TJ gets it back. Clamage almost got it again. Hollis back to Duckett. Strong TJ to the basket. Algier partially blocked the shot. Wittig comes the other way. Wittig looks left, goes there. Clamage with the basketball. He'll lay it up and lay it in. Leads at 14. Todd McGinnis calls a timeout. We'll take one too.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
There's the Case Western Reserve University pep band. They have not had a lot to be peppy about tonight. They've been here for both the women's game and the men's game, and the women's game was an 81-49 loss that after the opening quarter was very one-sided. In this men's game, the Spartan men have just not been able to get on track. Nothing has gone their way.
Yeah, it really does not look like a team that has won 4 games in a row. So whatever magic they had during that 4-game win streak, they really need to rekindle it and fast, because Rochester is pulling away.
Algier's length again keeps Hollis from scoring. Michael will go outside and miss the shot. Comes Mangan the other way. Michael Mangan with the basketball. Clamage looking for a screen from Algiers, gets it. feed inside with Volkening guarding Algiers, and Michael did a great job of defending that entry pass. Long range three. Rolled around. Michael Mangan grabs the rebound.
Got to find a way to get these three-pointers to go. That's normally your biggest weapon.
Boy, that back cut on the overplayed defense by the Spartans right now is killing them. 16-point Yellow Jackets lead, largest of the evening. Shot partially blocked. And then stolen away. Patrick Benka did a great job blocking the shot, then staying active in the passing lanes and stole an entry pass. Wittig into Benka. Reverse shot blocked by Masiulionis. Ball tapped out. That's Clamage for three. And this is all Rochester right now. They led 38-27 at the half, and they have stretched out to a 13-5 run to start the second half. They lead by 19.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
Spartan head coach Todd McGinnis said he's trying to find somebody that can put the basketball through the rim. He's got Domke in the game now, Antonio Iannotti, Connor Nally, Monty Kella have all checked in out of that timeout. Duckett remains. Nobody, though, frankly, has had any luck tonight. Duckett inside. TJ too strong, and Clamage will bring it down for Rochester. This is Gamble, quickly to the basket, right into TJ, and he scored.
Boy, and the landslide just continues, and Rochester knows it. I mean, it's like a fish out of water right there. A shark can smell blood, and they just continue to go right at Case. And another miss.
Gamble on the break. Clamage running a moving screen, and Izzy Santiago saw it and called it. It's a good call.
Yeah, no question, Iggy's one of the better ones. He's been around for quite a while and been doing college basketball for many, many years, and got a great eye for the little things, the game within the game.
Kella pulls up, baseline shot, almost went off the side of the backboard, somehow had an opportunity. Monty gets it back off the glass, and this one does fall.
Well, one of those guys that could step up here is Monty Kella. Had a big weekend ago, scoring the basketball. Hopefully he'll be able to get back into that swing of things. The Spartans need it.
Gamble in front of his teammates. Ball's kept alive. O'Shea will bring it back out to Jacob Wittig.
Boy, and a few too many of those offensive rebounds in the first half. 8-1 Rochester.
O'Shea with that second look right in front of his own bench, and this time the shot was money. He's got his first basket of the night. It's a three. Seventh three tonight for Rochester. Their lead is at 22. Gamble and Kella fighting for the ball. Clamage comes up with it, ahead to Wittig. Jacob Wittig is 16.
Well, nobody was going to be in front of Wittig that time. Just beat everybody up the floor, and the turnovers have been an issue for the Spartans. Too many offensive rebounds for the Yellow Jackets, and not enough shooting has resulted in a 24-point hole.
Domke with a good ball fake, but that helped defense close quickly. Spartans don't get the basket, but they'll shoot free throws. Jacob Urban with his 4th foul. Urban cannot stay on the floor tonight. Every time he gets in, he gets a foul called on him. He's coming out, he says, I'm not doing anything. The look of a frustrated young man there. His team's up 24, though. Volkening will inbound it to Duckett. No free throws, fouls on the floor. TJ working against Algier. Little hop across the lane, and Duckett gets his 14th point.
Yeah, Duckett's just going to have to continue to find his zone and use that muscle like Coach Todd McGinnis talked about. And might not be able to go at him with length, but muscle for sure.
Good ball movement. Led to that look. Ball was tipped out by Gamble. Spartans will have it, but they've got a long road back. 12:44 left. They are down 22. The lead is doubled in the first 7.5 minutes of the second half. Rochester led by 11 at halftime, 38-27. They're now up 22. Masiulionis for 3. That was pure.
Could use a few more of those. For the last weekend and a half or so, Ignis with that 3-point shot, it has not been effective as it has normally been. So they'll have to continue to use it, and hopefully it starts to fall.
Baseline open look. Nice soft floater by Patrick Benka. He's got 5.
Well, and the thing about the Yellow Jackets offense, I mean, they do have some double-digit scores, but it's a lot of different guys contributing. Nice to see the Spartans get an offensive rebound here.
Duckett, strong inside. Hollis tip won't go. Algier with the rebound. Ryan Algier is having the game of his season. He averages 4 minutes per game. And he has played triple that tonight and played it well. Benka was 7.
Yeah, Algier has scored 11 points all season long. He's got 8 in about a half and 9 minutes.
Hollis tying up with Benka. Foul's going to go against Patrick. That's his 3rd. Hollis into Duckett. Algier up and over. Foul's on Ryan Algier. That is his 1st.
That's crazy to think about. I really cannot recall a time where any individual player against Duckett went this deep into the game and committed the first foul. Unbelievable.
And he has really neutralized TJ Duckett. Coach Luke Flakertzy has really got to like what he has seen out of Ryan Algier. This is Gamble. 5 seconds to shoot. O'Shea will get it and shoot it and make it. Brendan O'Shea has 2 threes in the second half. He's got 6 points.
Yeah, I can't really remember the last time that the 3-point shot has been this lopsided in the other direction against Case. This is really something we have not seen this year.
Relentless defense by Rochester. Hollis went to the floor to save it, and I believe Michael slid out of bounds when he still had the basketball. Here's a look at that active defense. Mangan with quick hands. Algier playing strong. O'Shea knocking the ball loose.
And you know, Ron, a lot of times as a post scorer, you put so much attention to who is guarding you But a lot of times it's the guard that comes out of nowhere that can really be a problem. And Mangan has done that, and Wittig has done that. Help defense has been fantastic on their part.
You are so right. A lot of times the best defense against a post player who can dominate you is to have those guards double down. Just gives you an opportunity. This is Jansen playing defense, and traveling with the basketball is Steph Peters-Smith.
Well, you know, Sam Jansen has forced quite a few misses. I'd say for a guard, he has defended the low block pretty well today. I mean, Peters-Smith, that's 6'7" on 6'3", but Jansen wins again.
Nally looking for an opening. Ignis will shoot it. Jansen with the rebound, or Hollis with the rebound, and Michael's going to shoot free throws.
Yeah, I think another big thing of why the Yellow Jackets are where they are at right now is because they are controlling the pace by controlling the boards. The Spartans starting to come to life a little bit on the offensive glass as Hollis gets one there, sending him to the charity stripe. But that's another thing that the Spartans usually do really well. They offensive rebound as a team pretty well. I mean, most of that damage done by TJ, but little uncharacteristic of the Spartans in another department tonight.
Hollis is at the free throw line. And it is flannel night tonight. So look at some of the Spartan students on hand here tonight.
Sounds like we're going to take a look at the last play here.
Izzy, do you want to talk on the headset to him?
You're the man. Hey, you're the man.
Thank you. So the officials needed to take a look at it. They were wondering if there was an elbow to the face, a flagrant foul. They did not get it. They did not see it. And so we'll play on. So Michael Hollis is at the foul line.
Well, and I'll tell you what, we are 2 for 2 on these replays, aren't we, tonight?
I think we should get extra pay for that, Eddie.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Take the broadcast production team out for a cheeseburger afterwards.
Oh, I think we could do better than that. With a couple extra bucks, we'd probably do,
Get fries with it?
Okay, all right, there you go. Oh, Mike says steak and caviar. I like what you're thinking. That's a great mindset to have.
Peters-Smith inside against Hollis. Michael tipped it to keep it alive, and they're going to get Michael for a foul. Foul's on Hollis, that's his third. Five-second call. One of the few things that has gone right for the Spartans tonight. Down 25, 9:05 left to play. Coach McGinnis, Coach Kurbis, Liz Hornberger, the Spartan coaching staff, just has the look of frustration tonight, Eddie. It's one of those nights where you just go, you know what? Nothing went well. That's why you live to play another day in sports. We've got a game on Sunday. They can.
And maybe one other thing that I've noticed in the last couple of minutes is Yellow Jackets seem to be playing more as a unit, and I think what's giving the Spartans trouble offensively is too many, not isolation plays, not that they're drawn up that way, but it ends up being more or less an isolation just because the one-on-one defense on Rochester's part has been really good. Just not able to really create enough passing lanes. Guys not available on the perimeter. Post defense has been pretty stout. It's one of those slow nights on the offensive end, that's for sure.
You're right about that Rochester defense. It has been relentless. Their ability to close and help, fantastic. Their length, I think, has really bothered the Spartans.
And can't forget about the passing lanes, too. I can't imagine that the Spartans have a ton of assists at the moment either.
O'Shea closed well on Nally. Connor just barely drew iron. Masiulionis will shoot it. And Ignis has his third three of the night.
Well, I think that one will make you feel good. That's over the 6'8" Benka, so Ignis now has 8, but need a lot more from your top shooter.
Jansen will launch in front of Coach McGinnis. Algier keeps it alive, controlled. O'Shea and Mangan playing catch for Rochester. Hollis almost stole it. Algier with the lob to Clamage. Foul inside. Fouls against Masiulionis. That is his second. Monticello will check in. Sam Hansen takes a seat. Hansen on the bench with 3. Kella checks in, just 2 points. You had mentioned it earlier. Monty had a huge weekend last weekend at Adelbert Gymnasium. He, like the rest of his Spartans tonight, though, have struggled from the outside. Ignis has hit a few shots here in the second half, and Duckett has been solid inside, but that outside shooting that has really sustained this winning streak has not been present tonight. Wittig off the inbound, he's got 18. Jacob Wittig averages 10 points on the season. He's nearly doubled that tonight as Volkening steps up from 15 and makes it.
Yeah, Wittig has played an outstanding game. I mean, this guy is not big. I mean, he's listed at 5'11", 145, but he has done everything right here tonight. He blows by a lot of guys with the ball in his hand, and he's a very fundamentally sound point guard. I mean, I think they really embody the way that he plays the game. He has played basketball the right way here this evening.
6 seconds to shoot. Clamage looking for a shot. Gets it to Algier. Ryan keeps it alive with a tip. And then at the buzzer, Benka tips it in. Patrick Benka with the tip. They're going to come over and take a look at that. So if we can back up the play, the officials need to take a look at the last play to see if the tip happened before the backboard turned red. Here's a good look. You'll see the backboard maybe. That's our only view. So they'll score it. Lead is at 22. I'm telling you, it's like we're
working overtime
we're
here
very
tonight.
popular tonight.
Yes, we are.
Feel wanted. It's nice to feel wanted sometimes.
That's a nice change of pace for me. You know, I welcome that feeling with open arms.
Eddie, I have 4 children. They're all teenagers now. My son's 21. When I come in the door at night after work, the only things that greet me anymore, my 2 dogs. They do with great enthusiasm. I am so thankful for that.
I have one. I have a little Yorkie Maltese mix at home, but the thing is that she's 18 years old, so when I come in the door, she'll hear me, but she's like, nah, I'd rather sleep.
Well, when you're 18 years old as a dog, you have earned your nap time. William Fitzpatrick has checked into the basketball game for the Spartans. Hollis with a block shot. Volkening on the break. He's got Fitzpatrick to his right. Michael will spin out of that, put up a left-hand shot, missed it. Comes Rochester the other way. Good ball movement. Wittig's going to bring it back out, work some clock. They're up 22. Inside, shot missed. Nally and Volkening playing defense. Michael controls the basketball. I think Jacob Urban's just glad he got out of that with a foul called on him.
Yeah.
That would have been his 5th. Inside to Hollis against Urban. Michael goes up undefended. Believe it or not, Eddie, that is Michael's first basket from the field tonight.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
He's got 4 free throws, but up until that point right there, his first basket from the field. Spartans are down 20. Inside 5 to play. We'll be back.
Have you heard the news? That Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4 Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Eddie, we see a former Spartan.
That right there is probably one of the greater 2 guards that has put on a Spartan uniform. That is the one and only Julian Person, and
With the big white collar.
that's him.
He's got one of those old-fashioned jean jackets with lots of white, fluffy stuff inside.
That was an emotional team leader if I ever saw one.
Well, he played the perimeter with great length. He was a mismatch nightmare for opposing coaches for a long time here at Case Western Reserve University. And you're right about his intensity. He played with his emotions exposed at all times, and his team fed off that. TJ's going to get a foul, and Jacob Urban's going to shoot free throws. Duckett's 3rd.
The thing that I like about what the Yellow Jackets have done in their approach to Duckett offensively, I think has been really good. They have forced TJ to move around, don't particularly allow him to stay at any one point on the floor, and a lot of that is they move their centers, they move their bigs in, out, all around, so TJ's had to chase those guys all over the place, and a lot of times it ends up getting TJ away from the rim, so you lose a little bit of rim protection there, and they've had a solid approach to him really on both ends of the floor.
Duckett inside. Player control foul. Coach LaCurtsey wants to go to the monitor to see if there's an elbow to the face. We're looking at the rebound right now, or the replay right now. The officials will not call for a look at the replay. On the break, and back to the free throw line, Jacob Urban will go. It was Duckett's 4th foul.
Plenty of free throws for Rochester. I mean, they've had pretty good offensive discipline, and Spartans got to the line a decent amount in the first half, but definitely did disappear to some extent in the latter 20 minutes. And as that free throw goes, I think it's important to note that you can have length, you can have size, you can clog up the passing lanes, but if you don't have discipline, then none of those work as well as they usually do.
Hollis with the mismatch on Wittig. Michael takes advantage of it. He had just 1 point in the opening half. He's got 7 in the second half, but most of them have come in the last few offensive possessions. It's been a frustrating night all the way up and down that roster for the Spartans of Case. Foul is on Monty Kella. That is his second foul. Kella with just 2 points tonight.
Yeah, the Spartan bench has just not really provided the spark that we've seen in the last 4 or 5 games or so.
Kella last weekend had 12 on Sunday, and he had 15 on Friday off the bench. Shot blocked by William Fitzpatrick. Comes Inzar the other way. Fitzpatrick with his mom from Folsom, California in attendance tonight. Williams going to spot up, shoot it, make it. Looking for his mom, and I can see her clapping.
That one's for you, Mom.
I am sure that makes her night. She said it was 75 degrees in Folsom, California today. She said every time she calls William, he says, well, it's 7 degrees, or well, it's 14 degrees.
Oh boy.
It's been a rough January and February, but it is northeastern Ohio, and it is January and February. Actually, today's kind of balmy in Cleveland.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Did have some snow on the roads early on this morning, but yeah, it did eventually get there.
Domke on the block. Good ball movement. Trent Nordsay with the basketball is going to hand it off to Michael Mangan. Rochester, another back cut. Darius Inzar got his hands in there. That play has worked too many times tonight. Fitzpatrick will launch another three. Missed it long. Last time these two teams played, Rochester was a winner, 90-61. They started the season 4-1 in the University Athletic Association. And then they had back-to-back weekends with Chicago and Washington University. Lost all 4 games. But they have been very impressive tonight. They're a minute 38 away from stopping the Spartans' 5-game win streak. That whistle is for a substitution timeout. No timeout will actually be taken. They just want to get players in before the clock winds down. Minute 35 left. Chase Twine has checked into the game. Chase from Missouri City, Texas. He's got the basketball in his hands right now. Also in the game, 24, that's Austin. We're going to try to figure out how do you pronounce Austin's last name. Inzigani Ambuk is how the pronunciation guy says it. Austin's from Ontario, Markham, Ontario, 6'5", freshman forward.
Well, you definitely hope that the Spartans will have one more in them on Sunday to round out the home season, but it's another tough customer coming in on Sunday morning, that is.
11 o'clock game time. Coaches will tell you that they're weary of the 12 noon starts on Sundays. This one's going to start an hour before that. Ryan Fitzpatrick with good defense along with Darius Inzar. Brian Domke with a nice steal. Inzar will bring it up. 38 seconds left. Fitzpatrick dribbles in, lays it up high off the glass. William Fitzpatrick with 5. Matches his number.
And
Fitzpatrick with a block.
Wow, not bad.
Inzar with a scoop. Darius Inzar. Ten seconds left. They're going to dribble this one out. (71-58) is your final.